If you can save $10,000, you can change your entire financial life. Let's be honest for a second. Saving your first $10,000 in the US feels straight up impossible. Rent is out of control. Groceries cost way more than they should. Gas isn't cheap. And somehow every app on your phone is begging for your money. It feels like no matter how hard you try, there's always something pulling cash out of your pocket. But here's the truth most people never hear: the first $10,000 isn't really about the money. It's about your mindset. Once you hit that number, everything shifts. You stop feeling broke all the time. A flat tire or medical bill doesn't send you into panic mode. You stop living paycheck to paycheck and start breathing a little easier. That confidence alone is priceless. The first $10,000 proves you can control your money instead of your money controlling you. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how regular Americans, not millionaires, not gurus, save their first $10,000. Simple steps, real strategies, no hype, no fake promises, and no financial jargon that makes your head spin. If you stick with me until the end, this could be the video that flips how you think about money and sets you up for real financial freedom. Your first $10,000 is a straight-up game changer because it proves something huge: you're in control of your money, not the other way around. For most Americans, money stress comes from living too close to the edge. One surprise bill, one missed paycheck, one emergency, and everything falls apart. Hitting $10,000 creates space between you and that chaos. Psychologically, it does something powerful. You walk different. You think different. You stop panicking every time life throws a curveball. That confidence spills into every area of your life: work, decisions, even relationships. You're no longer making choices out of fear. You're making them from a place of stability. Financially, that $10,000 acts like a shield. A car repair stops being a crisis. A medical bill doesn't wreck your month. A job change doesn't feel terrifying. Emergencies turn into inconveniences instead of disasters. That's real freedom. And let's be clear, this money isn't for flexing. It's not for vacations, gadgets, or showing off on social media. This is your safety net, your "I've got this" fund. The money that lets you sleep at night knowing you can handle life when it gets messy. Once you understand this, saving stops feeling like punishment. It stops feeling like you're missing out. Instead, it feels powerful. Every dollar saved becomes a step toward peace of mind. Your first $10,000 isn't just a number, it's the moment you stop surviving and start taking control of your financial future. One of the biggest reasons people fail at saving money is because they aim way too high, way too fast. They tell themselves, "I'm going to save $500 or $1,000 a month," and when real life hits rent, food, gas, bills, they give up completely. That all or nothing mindset is the problem. Saving money isn't about big moves. It's about smart, repeatable habits. Instead of stressing over huge numbers, start small. Save $50. Save $100. Even $25 counts. Small wins stack faster than you think. When you hit those small goals consistently, your confidence grows. And confidence is what keeps you going long term. You're training your brain to believe, "I can do this." Think of saving like going to the gym. You don't walk in on day one and try to bench 300 pounds. You start light. You build strength over time. Money works the same way. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Someone saving $100 every month will always beat someone who saves $1,000 once and quits. The real goal isn't perfection, it's momentum. Momentum keeps you moving even when life gets messy. Once saving becomes automatic, you can slowly increase the amount without feeling the pressure. That's how regular Americans build real savings without burnout. Stop trying to impress yourself with big numbers. Focus on building the habit, because when saving feels easy, it actually sticks. If there's one money rule that changes everything, it's this: pay yourself first. Most people do it backwards. They pay rent, bills, subscriptions, takeout, and whatever's left, if anything, goes into savings. That approach almost never works. Saving becomes optional, and optional things always get skipped. Paying yourself first means the moment your paycheck hits, a portion of it goes straight into savings. No thinking, no deciding, no temptation. Before Netflix, before food delivery, before random spending you get paid first. This turns saving from a maybe into a non-negotiable habit. The secret sauce here is automation. Set up an automatic transfer to your savings account on payday. When the money moves instantly, your brain adjusts to what's left. And here's the wild part, you won't even miss it. You learn to live on the remaining balance without stress because you never built spending habits around money you don't see. This single habit can quietly change your entire financial life. It builds discipline without requiring willpower. It removes emotion from money decisions. Over time, your savings grow in the background while you focus on living your life. Even if you start small, $50, $100, whatever fits the system matters more than the amount. Once paying yourself first becomes normal, increasing your savings gets easier. You stop chasing money and start controlling it. If you want real financial progress, stop hoping money will be left over. Make saving the first bill you pay. Most people don't actually have a money problem, they have a visibility problem. They feel broke, stressed, and stuck. But when you really look at the numbers, the money didn't disappear. It leaked, little by little, day by day. And that's the dangerous part, because leaks are easy to ignore until the damage is done. Subscriptions are a big one. Streaming services, apps, memberships you forgot you even signed up for. Then come impulse buys, coffee runs, snacks, quick online orders, convenience spending that feels small in the moment but adds up fast. $10 here, $15 there, and suddenly hundreds of dollars are gone every month with nothing to show for it. Tracking your money isn't about judging yourself or feeling guilty. It's about awareness. When you write it down or use an app to see where every dollar goes, patterns jump out immediately. You realize what's necessary and what's just habit. That awareness alone gives you control. Once you see the leaks, you can plug them. You don't need to cut everything, just the stuff that doesn't actually improve your life. Cancel unused subscriptions. Set a limit on impulse spending. Plan ahead so convenience doesn't cost you extra. Tracking turns money from a mystery into a tool. Instead of wondering why you're always broke, you know exactly where your cash is going and how to redirect it. And when you control your money, saving stops feeling impossible and starts feeling intentional. A lot of people think saving money means living like a monk, no fun, no treats, no life. That mindset kills motivation fast. The truth is, smart saving isn't about cutting joy. It's about cutting waste. There's a big difference. Start by asking one simple question. Does this expense actually improve my life? If the answer is no, it's probably safe to cut. Downgrade subscriptions you barely use. Cancel the ones you forgot about. Keep the services you actually enjoy and ditch the rest. You don't need 5 streaming platforms to be happy. Food is another big one. Eating out all the time drains your wallet fast. Cooking more meals at home doesn't mean bland food or boring nights. Learn a few easy recipes you actually like. Meal prep just enough to make weekdays cheaper and less stressful. Save eating out for when it feels special, not automatic. Buying used is another cheat code. Clothes, furniture, electronics. Buying second-hand can save hundreds without sacrificing quality. Most stuff loses value the moment it's purchased anyway, so let someone else take that hit. The key is balance. Keep the things that bring you real joy, hobbies, experiences, small treats that make life enjoyable. Cut the spending that happens on autopilot and adds no real value. When saving feels sustainable, you stick with it. You don't need to hate your life to build savings. You just need to be intentional. Keep the joy, cut the waste. That's how saving actually works long term. Saving money is important, but let's be real, saving alone can feel slow, especially when your income is tight. That's why boosting your income, even a little, is a straight up cheat code. You don't need a second full-time job or some wild business idea. Small increases make a big difference. An extra $200 a month might not sound life-changing, but that's $2,400 a year. Stack that for a few years and suddenly your savings grow way faster. Overtime at work, freelancing on the side, reselling items online, or using gig apps can all bring in extra cash without completely burning you out. The key is to use extra income with intention. Don't let it disappear into lifestyle upgrades. Treat it like a fast track to your $10,000 goal. When bonus money goes straight to savings, progress feels addictive. You see results quickly, and that keeps you motivated. Side income also gives you flexibility. It takes pressure off your main paycheck and creates options. You're not stuck saying yes to every situation because money is tight. You have breathing room. The best part? Most people already have a skill or resource they can monetize: time, knowledge, unused stuff, or even just a few extra hours a week. You don't need perfection. You just need consistency. Saving builds discipline. Extra income builds speed. When you combine both, your financial progress accelerates. More income means faster wins, more confidence, and a shorter path to real financial freedom. One of the easiest ways to sabotage your savings is keeping it in the same account you spend from. When your savings sit in your checking account, it feels like spending money, not future security. One swipe, one tap, I'll replace it later, and it's gone. That's why separating your savings is a game changer. Opening a separate savings account, especially a high-yield savings account, creates friction. And friction is your friend. When money isn't instantly available, you think twice before touching it. That pause is often enough to stop emotional spending. Out of sight really does mean out of swipe. High-yield savings accounts also work harder for you. Your money earns interest just for sitting there, which means your savings slowly grow without any extra effort. It's not about getting rich off interest, it's about building momentum and reinforcing good habits. The mental shift is powerful. When your savings live somewhere else, your checking account becomes your spending lane, and your savings account becomes your protection lane. You stop seeing that money as extra and start seeing it as untouchable. Set up automatic transfers so money moves into savings without you thinking about it. Once it's there, leave it alone unless it's a real emergency. Not a sale, not boredom, not impulse. Separating your savings removes temptation and builds discipline without stress. You don't have to rely on willpower when the system does the work for you. And that's how real savings actually stick. Saving $10,000 can feel overwhelming if you look at it as one huge number. That's where the $10,000 ladder method comes in. Instead of staring at the full goal and feeling stuck, you break it into smaller, achievable milestones. One step at a time, one win at a time. Start with your first $1,000. This is your foundation. It proves you can save consistently and gives you a small emergency buffer. Once you hit that, move to $2,500, then $5,000, then $7,500. Finally, $10,000. Each step up the ladder builds confidence and momentum. Every milestone matters. Hitting $2,500 feels different than $1,000. Crossing $5,000 feels even better. These wins keep you motivated because progress is visible. Your brain loves progress. When you see it, you're more likely to keep going. The key rule is simple. Celebrate the progress without spending the progress. You don't need to blow money to reward yourself. Celebrate by acknowledging the win, sharing the goal with someone you trust, or just taking a moment to appreciate how far you've come. This method turns a massive goal into manageable steps. It keeps saving from feeling overwhelming and replaces stress with motivation. When you climb the ladder one rung at a time, $10,000 stops feeling impossible and starts feeling inevitable. Your first $10,000 isn't plain money, it's your foundation. Too many people make the mistake of treating it like extra cash, spending it on flashy items, risky investments, or lending it to friends. That's a fast track back to stress and instability. The truth is, your first $10,000 exists for one reason: stability, emergencies, and peace of mind. Don't invest it aggressively. Stocks, crypto, or other high-risk ventures can wipe out your savings faster than you think. Your first $10,000 should be your safety net, not your gamble. You want that money to be there when life hits unexpectedly, not disappear in a bad trade or market swing. Don't lend it to anyone. Even friends or family can default, and suddenly your safety net is gone. Money mixes with emotion, and the last thing you want is your security tied to someone else's decisions. And absolutely don't flex it. New gadgets, vacations, or luxury purchases might feel tempting, but spending your first $10,000 doesn't make you rich, it just erases the foundation you worked so hard to build. The rule is simple. Protect your first $10,000. Keep it in a high-yield savings account. Use it for true emergencies, and let it grow slowly through safe, low-risk avenues later. Once you're financially stable, you can start investing, lending, or spending with confidence. Until then, treat this money like armor, not candy. Your future self will thank you. The first $10,000 changes how you see money forever. Saving your first $10,000 isn't about flashing wealth or showing off, it's about being ready. Ready for unexpected emergencies, sudden bills, or life's curveballs. Ready for opportunities that require a little financial freedom. Ready to finally stop living paycheck to paycheck and start living with control. Every dollar you set aside isn't just money, it's a vote for your future self. A statement that you value security, peace of mind, and independence. The power of that first $10,000 is psychological too. It proves to yourself that you can follow through, stick to a plan, and take charge of your finances. If everyday people can make it happen, so can you, no matter your income or background. The key is consistency, small wins, and building momentum. So start today. Automate your savings, track your spending, cut what doesn't matter. Boost your income when you can. Each action moves you closer to that milestone. Money doesn't change who you are, it changes what you can handle. Your first $10,000 is more than cash in a bank. It's freedom, confidence, and resilience. Welcome to Saving Planning, where small habits build big freedom. Stick around, implement these tips, and watch your financial life transform $1 at a time.